students, today we will begin our English grammar class with chapter number 2, articles and determiners. Dear students, in last class of English grammar we already discussed about phrases and clauses, types of phrases and clauses. Now we will discuss about articles and determiners. What is article, what is determiners, how many types of articles are there, how many types of determiners are there. All that thing we will discuss in this class. Dear students, if we are going to talk about articles, then we can say that an article is placed before a noun. Generally we use any type of article before a noun. Means we can say that it always is placed before a noun. Like I am going to write the example. I am a student. A is article here and student. The student is noun. So we can say that article is placed before a noun. In second case, if there is an adjective before the noun, it is placed before the adjective. Means if there is a noun, then we have to place that article before the noun, and if any adjective before the noun is there, then we have to place that article before the adjective. Like I am an intelligent student. We know that student is noun and intelligent is adjective. If before the noun any type of adjective is given there, then we have to use such that type of article before the adjective. And if we are going to talk about types of articles in English language, then we can say that there are three articles in English language. First one is a, second one is and, third one is the. And if we are going to demonstrate into two parts, then we can say that articles are of two types. First one is indefinite article, means we are not definitely saying that which article we have to use before the noun without the phonetic transcription. We can say that indefinite article means a and n. Both are indefinite articles. A and n both are indefinite articles used before a countable and a singular noun. If such that type of noun is countable and singular, both cases are there, then only you can use such that type of article before the noun or adjective. Definite article, the is known as the definite article, and such that type of articles used before a specific common noun. Means a special or specific common noun is given there in any sentence, then only we have to use the article or the definite article. Dear students, now we will discuss about a and n, where we have to use a, where we have to use n. Dear students, at first we will talk about indefinite article a, where we have to use a in the article form. Dear student, a is used before countable singular noun. If any type of countable singular noun is there, then only you can use a. And second most and important thing is here, before the noun which sound begins with consonant, you have to mention on sound of the noun. Like university. If we talk about sound, then university, here sound is here, so you have to place a. According to your rule, before the last classes you studied in the lower classes, if any sentence begin with a, e, I, o, u, then you have to use as an as article. But dear student, it is not a correct rule. You have to mention the sound of the noun. Sound begins with consonant, then you have to use a. Sound begins with vowel, then you have to use n. So if we talk about in this case this university sound is here, and here sound is demonstrate about the consonant, so we have to use here a. Many examples we can say that here, like European, such that type of example is also there. There also we have to use a, and many other examples are also there. So you have to mention about the sound of the noun. If sound of the noun is consonant, then you have to use a only. Dear students, it's the rule about a. Now we will talk about the rule for using an as an article, where we have to use an as an article in the sentence. Dear students, now we will talk about use article of the and, where we have to use article and. If we are going to talk about the similarity between a and n, then we can say that both are used before the singular and countable noun. And difference is only one thing is here. Before the noun begins with vowel sound. If vowel sound is here, then you have to use and if consonant sound is here, then you have to use a as an article. That is the major difference between a and n. Here we will talk about n. N is used before the singular countable noun, before the noun begins with vowel sound. Many times the students are describing like that. If any noun is start with a, e, I, o, u, then only you have to use n. But dear students, if we are going to say that, that rule is not good. You have to focus on the sound of such that type of nouns like that. Honest. If we are applying such that type of rules here, then according to that we have to fill a here. But if we are going to talk about the rule of the sound, then pronunciation is honest. According to that we have to fill here and. If we talk about MLA, then also we have to use and. Because of that sound is M and A. First word is vowel, so we have to use and as an article in such that type of the cases. Dear students, that's the major difference between the a and n. It is the we can see that classify a and n as the article. Both are used in singular and countable cases, and major differences I already mentioned. With vowel sound you have to use and, with consonant sound you have to use a. Dear students, now we will talk about definite article the. Dear students, if we are going to talk about articles, then we already studied about a and n as an indefinite article, and the article is most important article. Because of that, many times it will be asked in the competition exams also. So you have to remember such that type of rules where we have to use article the. Dear students, now we will talk about definite article the, where we have to use article the. It is very important according to competition exams also. I already mentioned that thing. Dear students, if we talk about article the, and the first thing is here, with the superlative degree you have to use article the. Like Ram is the tallest boy of class. Before the superlative degree, you always use to the. Second thing, with the noun that mentioned earlier. If any noun is there, whichever mentioned earlier, before that also you have to use the. Like I bought a pen. The pen is so beautiful. In this sentence, I mentioned I bought a pen. At first, I use a as article. In next sentence, before the pen, I wrote the. Because with the noun that mentioned earlier means any type of the noun whichever mentioned earlier, with them you have to use the before that type of noun in next sentence. Third rule is here, with common noun represents the whole class. Like the airport authority help us. Before airport we have to use the. Here airport means not a single airport. Here we are going to talk about the common noun that represents the whole class. The airport authority help us means not an on a single airport they help us. All over the airport of the country or all over the world they help us. So we have to mention the before such that type of the common noun with name of the following. If any type of holy books names is there like the Gita, the Bible. If any type of religious books name is there, before that also you have to use the before the newspaper name, the Times of India, the Daily Bhaskar, before the newspaper name also you have to use the. Before the water bodies, the Ganges, the Yamuna. Before the nationalities, the Indian, the Arabian. Before the monuments, the Taj Mahal, the Grand Fort. Dear students, it's about article the. Once again I am revising definite article the used with superlative degree. If in any sentence a superlative degree is there and you have to fill article, then surely you can fill the. It will be correct. Which with the noun that mentioned earlier, like I bought a pen, the pen is so beautiful. Means pen is already represented in first sentence and next sentence also we talk about such a type of pen. So we have to use the. Third, with common noun represent the whole class. The airport authority help us. The dog is faithful animal. Means not a single dog is faithful animal. Whole of the dog species is faithful animal. One more example I will write here. The dog is faithful animal. Means that dog represents whole of the dog class. Not a single dog is there. With the name of the following, we can say that holy books name like the Gita, the Bible. With the newspaper name, the Times of India, the Daily Bhaskar, the Daily Navjyoti, all our Kesari, Punjab, Kesari, all our whatever newspaper name is been there. Before that, we have to use the. Before the name of water bodies like the Ganges, the Yamuna, the Saraswati, the Krishna, the Kaveri, whatever water body is there. Before that also we have to use the. Before the nationalities, dear students, in this case I want to express one thing. Before the any country name, you did not use any type of article because it is prohibited. Only cross article will be there before the any country name. Like India is not there, then you don't have to use any type of article. If any nationality is being written there, like Indian, Arabian, then you can use the before the noun. Monuments, if any type of historic monuments or any type of monument will be there, then also you have to use the. And indirect articles, indefinite article, we already discussed. If any noun start with consonant sound, then you have to use a. If any noun start with vowel sound, then you have to use n. It is the major difference between a and n. Dear students, in this class we discussed about articles. Articles are means such that type of words whichever used before a noun, and if any type of adjective is placed before the noun, then we have to use such a type of article before the adjective. Articles are two types. First one is indefinite article, second one is definite article. Indefinite article once again describe or distinguish into two parts like a and n. A and n both are used used before singular countable noun. And if we talk about a, then it will be used with the consonant sound, and n is used with the vowel sound. And if we talk about definite article, then in the definite article class only one article is there, that's name is the. The is used with superlative or noun with a noun that mentioned earlier, with common noun represents the whole class, with name of the following like the holy book name, newspaper name, water bodies, nationalities and monuments. Dear students, it's all about the articles. In next class we will discuss about determinants. I hope you understand this chapter very well. If you have any type of doubt, then you can clear your doubt through Google Meet class. Thank you so much.